Come on, relax your mind. Kick back and just unwind. Don't let this moment overcome you, cause you need this vibe. Music, it takes me there, places where I don't care. I'm overflowing in this motion, you can't help but stare. Flowing like up and down, spinning around and round. Back up and touch the ground I'm making, but I can't sit down. Moving from side to side, feel good cause I'm alive. Don't you feel jealous, just get up and help me feel this vibe.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your main man, Mr. Council, back with another one, Saturday Motivation. You know how we do. I chose Saturday because Saturday is the day that's uniquely your own. Most people work a 9 to 5, so by the time they get to Saturday, they take their foot off the gas. When most artists, creatives, and business minds know Saturday is the day to put your foot on the gas and handle your business. I'm coming to y'all late today. I apologize. I had 2 early games this morning. It was the last games of the regular season for my boys and girls, and we pulled it out. My girls won, so we only got 1 loss for the season. And my boys are undefeated, 7-0. And I purposely waited till after these games to come to you today for what I want to quickly talk to you about. And this message isn't for everybody. This message is for those who have been putting in a relentless amount of work. This message is for anybody who's given their everything to something. This message is for people who never give up on themselves and actually genuinely put the work in. You got to stay the course. You have to stay the course. Life throws all kinds of things at you. You never know when something is going to come in to try to disrupt your spirit, try to disrupt your progress. And I can tell you this. As a coach, I've spent years on the losing end. I remember just seasons where I wanted to almost give up because I just didn't think I was the guy to be able to carry a team and make them better. I always believed myself as a leader. I always believed in myself as a coach. But when you go through things and things don't turn out the way that you expect, it's hard to keep believing. I don't care what anybody tells you. You may keep believing a small piece of you, but it's really hard not to give up on yourself and your circumstances. It's really difficult, especially when you know you've put in the work, when you've worked hard and you've done everything that you could do to make something happen, and you have complete trust in God, and it still doesn't work out. But they always say he may not come when you want to, but he's always right on time. At the beginning of this season, I had no idea this was going to turn out like this. I just thought it was going to be another regular run-of-the-mill season. I figured we could get a couple games, we'll try to make to the playoffs, and just see what happens. But God will show you things and amaze you in your own life to a point where you almost have to stand outside of yourself and just look in amazement at what he's done for you. Not about just what you've done for yourself, but about what he's blessed you with. And see, God continues to put you through things because it's something that you need to learn to get better. And if you constantly point to the exterior for excuses, you will never see what he's trying to do in your life. I keep teaching my kids. I learned in my fraternity. I tell my kids every year, excuses are the tools of the incompetent, built on the foundation of nothing. Those who specialize in them are nothing. Therefore, they're nothing but an excuse. You cannot make excuses. You just have to put your head down and continue to put in the work and have faith and never give up on you. And God will take care of the rest. I had no idea my boys would go undefeated. And this season's not over. So I'm not getting too excited in this moment because we still have the playoffs. And it would be heartbreaking to have a season like this and lose in the playoffs. But what I'm saying is just the fact that I was able to participate and be a huge part of a season like this is just life-changing. and it shows me the power of God in my life. And if you don't recognize the power of God in your life, you will never get to the place that you are truly meant to be. You'll never get there. You'll never get there. And so I'm always going to have faith in myself. I'm going to have faith in God and trust that he's going to put me in the space where he needs me to be. Because at the end of the day, it's not about me. I couldn't be more proud of a group of kids that I've worked with this year than I am now. It's just an amazing feeling to see them win. The girls' game was close, and we won by a last minute bucket. And it was just I just had to let go, man. I almost shed tears because I know all the work I've put in and all the years of scheming and trying to learn how to get a group of kids to work together and come together as a team. And I've just been blessed with an amazing group of young people that gave me their all. They listened and they gave me 100% effort, and that's all I can ask for. So even if we don't do well in the playoffs, I am thankful to God for what he has done for us thus far. Because I never thought it would be like this. I never thought it would be like this. And so it's an amazing feeling. But what's even more amazing is to know that the work that I've put in all those years was not for nothing. You have to understand, I tell my students all the time, it's kids in my classes that work hard. And a lot of times they're around other kids that don't work as hard as them, and they don't see the value because they see those kids that are lesser coming in with new clothes, new shoes. They have everything, new devices, phones and everything, and they don't have anything. And I was one of those kids that didn't have much. But then the Lord blesses you through hard work to get you any and everything that you desire when you put the work in. And so I tell those kids on a regular basis, just continue to put in the work, put your head down and put in the work, and God is going to bless you. He is going to change your life, and you don't know when it's going to happen, because I had no idea that was going to happen for me this year. And so no matter what happens going forward, I get to celebrate the fact that I was able to lead a group of young men to an undefeated season, and everybody doesn't even get the opportunity to do that. So I'm blessed in that regard, no matter what happens going forward. But I always stayed the course. Even days I felt like giving up, I never gave up. I always continue to push forward, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do this Saturday. Do not give up on yourself. Stay the course, because even when it looks like the storms, clouds are arising, if you put in the work and you have that faith, eventually your time will come. You have to believe that, but you have to truly believe it. You can't just say the words. You have to truly know that on the inside. That if you continue to put in the work, if you continue to put in the effort and do the right things, things in your life will change and get better. I know it's dark for some of you. I know the clouds are hovering over some of you on a regular basis, but you have to stay the course. You have to put in the work, and I guarantee you things will change and they will get better for you. I don't know what you're working on in your life. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you've had planned. But for anybody who's put in that work, please on this day, do not give up. When life throws a curveball at you, duck, dodge, and keep moving forward. And if you take a shot, suck it up and keep moving. Because things are eventually going to change. And if you find yourself continuously going through losing seasons, it's because of something that's going on in your life that you are not learning, and you cannot blame that on the world. You have to take accountability for your life. You cannot continue to look for excuses. You cannot continue to pass the buck. You have to understand that you are where you are in your life because of you. Your circumstances from birth were not your choosing, but what you do and how you respond to life is ultimately what's going to be the difference. We are where we are because of the decisions that we make, and oftentimes we don't want to accept that. Accept that you made certain decisions that might have been poor, and that's okay. But as long as you still have breath in your body, you have time and energy to change and get better. And that's what it's about. It's not about you dwelling in the past on your mistakes and on your shortcomings. It's about you understanding how bright your future can be if you continue to put in the work. So I'm not talking to people that are just sitting back, waiting, acting like they're manifesting things. I'm talking about people who have the spiritual mindset of winning and are putting the work in, and they never give up on themselves. Today is a beautiful day outside. It's a day to get to work, and that's why I'm about to go to the gym as soon as I get off here, because normally I try to go to the gym before my games. My first game was at 9, and I didn't get home last night till 2 in the morning because I had 2 shows. I'm putting in the work. You have to put in the work, and you'll start to get into your winning season. I never thought I would have a winning season, and I'm not talking about just basketball. I'm talking about winning in life. Because no matter what would happen to me, something negative would go wrong, but I would dwell in that negativity, and that was my mistake. You cannot dwell in negativity. You cannot dwell in the fact that everything doesn't work out your way when you want it to. Because if you trust in your Creator, He has something in store for you that you could never imagine, and it will come to you when you least expect it, when you deserve it the most. He is our God. He is our teacher. And He's trying to show us something every day, every week, and every month, every year of our lives. And it is our job to keep our eyes open to understanding what He is trying to teach us. So stop making excuses. Stop blaming the world. Put your head down and get to work. Stay the course. Because I'm telling you, if you truly have faith and you are truly led by God, things will change for you, and you will come into your winning season. Now, I understand that now. I understand that I can't constantly think that bad things are going to happen to me. I have to expect good things to happen to me. I have to put good energy also along with the work that I'm doing. It can't just be the work. It also has to be mental energy as well. So put in the work, keep yourself in the right mind frame, and everything will be all right. I'm not going to keep you on long here because I'm excited. I want to get to this gym, and I want to kind of enjoy this day a little bit, enjoy these victories, because these kids work so hard, and I couldn't be more proud of a group of young people than I am right now. Today I've been more emotional than I've been in a good long time. And it's through these kids. I'm living through these kids. What you have to understand is you have to pay it forward to the next generation. And just because you couldn't do something when you were their age doesn't mean that you can't help them do something that you could never do yourself. You have to pay it forward, and we have to hold this next generation up. They're going to be going through a whole lot coming out of this COVID season, and we're going to have to be there for our young people. And it is our job as adults to guide them and keep them on the right path. And so if I can motivate you today, stay the course. For those of you putting in work, stay the course. For those of you who feel like giving up, stay the course. For those of you who don't understand what it's like to win, stay the course, because your season is coming. But you can't be on the sideline sitting, waiting for things to happen to you. You have to get up and make it happen and keep yourself in the mental space to make good things happen in your life. That's my time. Peace to all my people in the struggle.
I think I'm ready, might be ready, now I'm ready for love. Don't think I'm jealous, but I felt it when I saw you someone. Okay, I'm jealous, cause I never thought you'd leave me alone. So now I'm jealous, I can't stand it, and I can't let you go. No, I just can't let you go. No, I just can't let you. I've thought to myself, oh,